Yo, yo, yo.
Technology. I think we need to probably let all of the viewers know, all 12 of them, that I actually ran to Wisconsin because I'm tired of being a Bears fan.
Yeah, we're
It
gone.
looks like you're in a secret location too. You're probably done being a Bears fan as well after another poor Monday night showing, poor national spotlight showing.
I mean, I don't know that I would call. I would call myself a Bears fan. It's not like I know any of the players, but if someone like said, "Who's your NFL team?" it would be them. And I watch, at night after the kids go to bed, we watch, and I'm battling this cold like everybody else in the country right now. And I went to bed at halftime right after they did that field goal thing, which was insane to me. And then I woke up and I'm like, how did they lose? Like, what happened?
I think you just have a bad play call. It's interesting, right? So you have JJ McCarthy, from LaGrange Park, which is an Athens Academy. He throws a pick six, has a miserable first half.
He couldn't make a pass.
And they go in and make some second half adjustments, and he's playing great. And you have Caleb Williams, who doesn't convert on a 4th and 3 when we should have kicked the field goal. And next thing you know, I think we were like 6 false start penalties, and it just starts sliding away. And at one point, we had a 3rd and 30. Like it's typical Bears at this point.
I saw a couple highlights, and anyways, he couldn't make any passes. I saw some AI thing about him talking about how they lost. Anyways, Bears are terrible, but we'll wait, right? We'll wait for them to get better.
That's the funny part, right? So we've been waiting. I mean, I know you're the other football is more your jam, but we've had 2000. We haven't had a winning or a playoff win since 2010, and we haven't had a winning season since 2018.
Oh my God!
So Bears fans always waiting, right? And we hear this thing now too, right? We saw some news come out on this past Friday about mortgage rates dropped. Well, guess what they did yesterday?
Right back up.
They popped back up a little bit. I just don't, just like the Bears, maybe it's time to rip the Band-Aid off and become a fan of a different team.
Where would you go? Would you be a Packers fan? Because that would be the ultimate betrayal. How about the Vikings?
I have a lot of people trying to recruit me to be Packers fans. I'm up in Milwaukee right now. Everyone's offering, coming. Hey, here you go. We got Micah Parsons. We got Jordan Love. Our former quarterback has the deed to your stadium. He does own us. I don't know. Sign up for more torture. My 5-year-old, he likes the Eagles a lot. So I don't know. Maybe he'd be an Eagles fan.
I might go to the Saints. I just like the Saints. I like New Orleans. It's a good vibe. They got good food. People get murdered, but it's okay. That happens in Chicago too.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
We have bad vibe in Chicago. But let's talk real quick. The waiting and waiting for rates and all of that stuff, right? So we said the Bears haven't won a playoff game since 2010. The median 30-year mortgage rate in 2010 was 4.17%. The average sales price of a home in 2010, right? This would be crazy. Was $241. Let's fast forward to now, and we have a median sales price of $408.
Nice.
So you miss out on opportunity when you don't. You're waiting for interest rates, or you're waiting for this, and so no more Bears, no more tears. If you're playing our Ozzie thing, right? Maybe, Mama, I should buy a home.
So if you bought that house in 2010, let's just say amortization, you're down to whatever, 180,000 in equity, and then our balance, and now your home's you have $300,000 asset. Ish.
Yeah, you have real net worth, and then what happens there? You can you're that much closer to either being mortgage free, or you have access to equity and you can do other things spin off and start another business, or
take a risk,
take a risk. That's roll in maybe to pay off all that mortgage and to get through all of that. Maybe you're in a spot where you need to do some renovations to your house now, right? It's a little bit older. You get the notification, hey, my roof is a little bit beat up. You have access to do that at very affordable capital versus trying to now drink water out of the fire hose when rates and pricing are up a bit. So waiting on that interest rate thing, I know a lot of people like to do it. I can't stress enough that it's not the best move 99% of the time. The other part of this, real quick, right? We'll talk about the total package. So the other thing that you and I have been discussing frequently is understanding bundling your insurance, right? It's one, how you're going to receive the best rates. You could probably elaborate a little bit on how that happens or why that happens. But I think first-time home buyers get confused sometimes when they see, oh, well, this company's homeowners insurance premium was $1,500, this one's $2,300, and then they miss the writing on the wall, or they miss the trees through the forest, and go, well, my car insurance went way down.
Yeah.
Hey, give us the crash course on why that happens, how that happens.
I mean, it's a classic thing. It's like people, I think humans in general have this problem where they zoom in on one thing, and they zoom in on this interest rate or whatever, right? But they're not seeing the equity picture and the time value of having that asset. Same thing with insurance. Like, you need to look at your entire insurance bill as one part of your budget instead of auto. Well, I saved on the home, but my auto's more. It needs to be a net, right? So, and then the other thing is, like, you can save money by two ways in insurance. It's just, you can either lower your premium, and if you're doing that, it never fails, you're removing coverage, right? So you're taking more risk on. It doesn't matter. They've got the prices pretty well commoditized with auto insurance. It's like you're going to save a couple bucks here, but you're definitely losing some kind of either it's an overt one or it's a hidden benefit that when you get in an accident might cost you $1,000, but you're saving $15 a month. So it's just important to look at the whole damn thing, man. Like, back up, like, look at not just the premium savings, one thing, but when an accident happens, which it will, everyone thinks it won't. Once every 6 years, auto claim. Once every 18 years, homeowners claim, average. That homeowners thing is kind of like creeping down, though. It's like once every 9 or 10 is what it feels like. But you can save $15, but maybe you cost yourself $30,000 because you didn't add backup. It's just like, you got to look at this thing prudently, and it's hard to get people to do that, man. It's hard.
You just never know. I mean, I have some, obviously, corporate office based in Milwaukee. We have friends in Milwaukee, and a couple weeks ago they had that crazy rain. And talking to these guys about, well, you'd never think that you're gonna have 13 inches of rain in an hour, and that having the right insurance coverage is what protects that situation. We keep seeing these events, but I think we have this very singular sighted thing, like in the mortgage world, right? Well, it's the most money I owe, so I want to owe it at the lowest amount of interest. And it's like, when you're buying a primary residence, you're buying a primary residence for a lot of other reasons besides perceived idea of an investment. Like, it's peace of mind, sustainable housing, you're not worried about your landlord, all that. The other thing we wanted to kind of touch on really quick too, right, is we've talked about insurance. Insurance is taking a little bit of a beating in the marketplace right now. Is kind of a bad word. These companies that are running these like heavily discounted first year premiums and then tripling your renewal. I know that one, it frustrates you guys a little bit because, like, let's just go out and do it the right way. But the other thing we were talking about is it creates an escrow shortage. And you've had enough mortgages. I've had enough mortgages. When you get that notification that your escrow is short and they want to catch it up in 6 months and your payment jumps on top of your premium jumping by 300%. Yeah. That's a real crap feeling about, a year and a half in the home ownership, right?
Yeah, because on top of that, you layer, where did taxes go? They're definitely going up, right? So you got this company, I'll just say their name is like Openly or Clearly or whatever their name is. Like, it's a case of you get what you pay for, and so they're gonna come in and give you a $500 a year quote, but then it's gonna go to $2,000 or $1,500. Now you got to make up $1,500 in 6 months, and your taxes went up. So you're gonna have to put down $1,000, and then your homeowner's payment in your budget has gone up by $200. Sometimes it's like it whittles away all an entire budget of what could have been savings for a family, or pushes them further into debt because now they're borrowing to live. I just wish people would understand.
Yeah, we get lots of questions about escrow shortage. It's a very confusing thing once you've never had a house before. I mean, that's one of the things, again, working with professionals, talking to them, like, if you have 3 insurance quotes and 2 of them are within 10% of each other, and one of them, 50% lower, something's probably a miss. It's insurance. You said earlier you guys have commoditized the pricing and the risk of insurance.
They got it pretty dialed in, man. They've got it pretty dialed in.
Rumor has it these companies have figured these things out, but that's again, singular mindset, right? Like everyone for the Bears, it was, hey, we need Caleb Williams. He needs an offensive line. The Bears are going to be great. And, next thing you know, we end up with a kicker that can't kick the ball out of the back of an end zone, can't make, 50-yard field goals. And the singular mindset's blown up. So we can have a quarterback that can throw really great for the first half, but we can't hold a lead. What good is it, right?
Exactly.
If you have a weak link in your protection of your assets, right? The insurance of your assets, like what good is it to have really cheap homeowners insurance when you're exposing yourself to hail damage or risk, some type of thing that pops up and you don't have coverage for it anymore.
That's wild.
So Tampa to it. That is about it. You guys have anything else you want to touch on, Mr. Haig?
I don't think so, man. I mean, I love that football's back. I just got roped back into fantasy. I don't know how they did it, but they put the guilt chip on, like one of those, if you don't join the league, it's going to fold, please come back. So now I'm hawking waiver wires, and maybe I'll get a little smarter about this thing, and I might watch the Bengals play the Browns or whatever. It should be a fun fall.
I can't. Fantasy football kills me. I had to withdraw from it. So that's don't call me for tips. Call me for you want the over or the under on this thing.
I'll let you know. That's all I got, brother.
That's me too. I got to cut out of here. Got to do some Milwaukee work.
Go get them.
Until next week. Go Bears, I guess. No more tears.
Peace out, y'all.
See ya.
I'm done. Cut the show.